good! Beer is good! Beer is good! Let's go drink some beer! 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 Hey guys. Friday. And it was actually 20 degrees here, and it felt like springtime. What are we gonna look at? Well, due to popular vote, we're looking at the Bruery's Oude Tart. It's got a cool little dagger right there. As a segue to that, I was watching one of Such's videos, and I'm a big fan of the CRKT, and he showed the endorser. Look at those scales. This would be like a moment for Tardisius. And it's got the clip on the other side, and it looks like you get one option, that one. And the opening on this is kind of unique, at least for anything I have. The thumb stud is also the lock. You press in and just give it a little nudge, and it's an assisted opening. It's got a very nice design to it. It's a very nice looking knife. I think that would make a nice defensive EDC. And then close it like that. So I just really like those scales on there. So there you go. And then of course, you know, you get the list of all the rest of them that very cool, very cool. Okay, so let's do this. It's been sitting out a little bit. They recommend 50-55 degrees, and to be served like this. So we will. And it has the typical brewery cap, and I'm going to open it with the Enterprise. It matters. I believe this one is a bottled conditioned. Yes, unfiltered bottle conditioned. Got the little, there's Bomi in her. Whew, been waiting for beer 30 all day. Oh, and before I forget again, Bulwark 1911. Ms. Bomi did like the wine. She didn't get much of it, but she did like it. Okay, well, you can see it is extremely dark. Had good carbonation, and it's like Travis's sex life. Fizzle gone. Smell. Can almost smell that tartness in there. Cherry, sweet cherry. Alright, well, I don't want to sit and sniff it anymore. Let's drink. Cheers, guys. Oh yeah. Oh yeah, that's very that sour bitterness. Normally, probably a bunch of you out there going, but oof, this is. And cherry, maybe a little caramel in there. Yeah, just kind of that flavored, like dissipates throughout the inside of your mouth. And that sour just kind of like, The ending note though isn't really sour or bitter. I think it actually comes with a tone, and it sounds something like drink more. Okay. Wow. Well, this is not something that I would, God, even not too long ago, would probably be like, what the hell would someone like in this? But boy, the think of, you know, what these breweries are able to put out in the flavors and the just like the experience of drinking it. Flemish style red ale aged in oak barrels. Pleasantly sour, yes it is. Hints of leather. I guess I'd have to check with Birdman exactly what, you know, what one of those leather gags tastes like. Dark fruit and toasty oak from extended aging in oak barrels. Yeah, that is kind of what is left behind. You do kind of get that. Well, you're getting the fruit and everything all up front, but that last bit, I can, you know, again, don't think about baseball. What are you thinking about? You know, kind of the leather, and you definitely get the characteristic of the oak, the barrel. I mean, I don't know if these are just oak barrels, because there's not really you can tell the oak part of it, but not really any kind of not a bourbon or anything like that. Or if it is, that's real subtle. But yeah, I would say not only flavor but pretty much the whole experience with this particular beer is not for the faint of heart or wallet. That this bottle will set you back $20. But if you, again, just especially with running through the different things that like I've had from the brewery, it's just I was looking at one that has some berries in it, and I like to think that that one would be equally impressive. But they're like they seem to be like the Zen masters at combining things that, you know, there had to been someone sitting there going, you know what we should do? We should make an extremely pleasantly sour red ale that has dark fruit and leather, and we'll age it for an extended amount of time in an oak barrel. Doesn't that sound good? I'm sure there has to be at least one person there going, not really. But to actually try it, that is, oh, that is outstanding. There's just enough of a sweetness. It still has a kind of a medium, not an extremely heavy like a stout or something, but like a medium mouthfeel. It there's some that you absolutely just wouldn't want to gulp, but I'm telling you, if you were really thirsty and you just happen to have like a whole room full of those, it's extremely easy drinking. Only because I kind of want to enjoy it. I try to make it last a little longer. Maybe let it warm up a little bit, and I don't know if I want to let the whole thing warm up. I might take a small glass and just like kind of let it warm up just a little bit, and see how it changes it all. On the E scale, the Bruery's Oude Tart Flemish style red ale aged in oak barrels. This is a 10. This is definitely a 10. 7.5%. Yeah, this time that last little bit is like kind of like cherry and oak barrel, that oak characteristic to it. I am going to go enjoy more of that. Meanwhile, tomorrow, oh, and once again, that awesome memory I have. I was asked if I have had Deviant Dale's India Pale Ale from Oscar Blues, and yes, I have, and I have done a review on it. Pretty sure it was before the E-scale time. So tomorrow we are going to be looking at Shake Chocolate Porter, and this is from Boulder Beer Company. This was one of the samples that I got from my little brother Jerry, Blue Thunder 40. So we're gonna take a look at this tomorrow, and I'm not assuming that this is gonna suck. It's just that this is I wanna go enjoy this, or enjoy the Oude Tart. So tomorrow it's gonna be kind of a twofer. It's gonna be a revisit on the Deviant Dales. And we'll take a look at this. So put an E scale to both of them. Other than that, it was a knife review and not a political rant, because once again, everybody's I guess it is going to turn into a political rant. You have all these. I like to point something out. We've got reporters evidently accidentally doing their job, and they now want to get to the bottom of the Christie thing and find out if he knew that they closed down a road and caused, a major shitstorm. They want to get to the bottom of it. Really? How come we don't want to get to the bottom of Benghazi? Or, need I go on and on and on of all of the shit that has gone down under Obama's watch? And nobody seems to want to accidentally do their media job and report on those things. Why don't you find out about Benghazi and who gives a fuck that someone closed a road down? I realized it was probably a big inconvenience. To me, that doesn't make a difference. Now, the quality of his character, if he lied about it, that's a completely different story. Saying, I didn't know anything about it. I mean, the news conference, he seemed very, very sincere. But now, the spying on civilians and drone strikes and, like I said, the Benghazi thing, and, unfortunately, there's so many things about this, the most corrupt administration in history, the least transparent administration in history. We can't possibly have a reporter do their job on that stuff, but we're going to get to the bottom of this Chris Christie thing. Good job, guys. Proud of ya. Let's get to the bottom of that roadblock, but who gives a flying shit about the dead Americans? Okay, well, I think I'm going to go find something to pair this with. Did it give us some hints on that? Sometimes, in case you would be the deciding factor, it's like, I don't actually want to give that a try, but now that Eric mentioned it, it would probably pair nicely with cheese. that's a different story. I think I might pair it with some pizza. Okay, guys. Yeah, if you're looking, the one thing I can say after actually getting my hands on this is Such must be, you know, a really small guy, because it would look like a much bigger knife in his hands, and it's actually kind of a small knife. But I do like this size. This would be you know, where would I use this? I happen to think that this would make a an outstanding dress EDC. I know some of you may not be able to relate with this and just think that I'm a kook beyond normal circumstance, HempSeedAddict. But I literally, like, I was over giving my friend a hand. We started off the day, I got to go shopping with him, and I think it came to almost $5,000, because his little project is getting to the, you know, the receptacles and the sinks and the bathrooms and all that final last minute stuff. And uh, yeah, so basically when I came home from giving him a hand, I switched from the, let's see, the EDC is the Cyclone and the Walther PPS, and now I normally carry the dress stuff is the Spyderco, and right now it's the Walther. I don't know, I just been loving this thing. I like the way it feels in my hand. It's got a absolutely beautiful set of sights. They really stand out. And people that look for that kind of stuff, it's got a nice ledge on it, so you can literally rack this thing on the side of a table or off your pants. I digress. I'm just saying, that's a curious question. People that make it this far in the video, do you, inside of a day, have a different EDC setup? Because I do. I have, carry the PPS while I'm off, you know, giving people a hand or doing construction and crawling around. It's just a small gun. If I'm laying on my side, it's not jabbing me, and I don't find it irritating. And I use the Kershaw Cyclone that Tardisius gave me quite a long time ago, and it gets used all the time for that. And then when I come home, I switch to a different gun and a different knife. For a while there, well, actually, I haven't been doing that lately, but for a while there, it was even the multi-tool was different. You got the Leatherman Surge, and I use the Victorinox, the Swiss Army one, as my work. Did I mention this is pretty good? So, I'm going to pour myself another glass of this, and I bid you good night. And as of this moment in time, I have not had a single thing from the brewery that just hasn't been outstanding. So we'll see you guys tomorrow, and we'll be taking a look at two things.